Good afternoon, everyone. Trading Tank coming to you live from Canada. This has undoubtedly been a fantastic event so far, hosted by Crypto Bourbon friends. And we're now on day 4 of the annual Traders Congress. We have a very important topic today, and that is trade management. We have a lot to go through here, and a lot of perfect trade ideas sadly get wasted due to poor management. But thankfully, there are methods and solutions out there that can make our jobs a whole lot easier. And I have a guest today who is going to shed some incredible light on that for us. I'm very excited to get started and dive into this topic. So without further delay, I'd like to introduce Benoit from Altrady.
Yeah, hi all. So my name is Benoit, or for my English-speaking friends, it's just Ben. It's much easier. And I'm the founder of Altrady, the trading platform that helps you to manage your trades better.
Awesome. So Ben is going to introduce us to the Altrady platform. But first, I'd like to ask him a little about his background and the road that led him here. So Ben, if you wouldn't mind to take it away, my friend.
I'm Ben, and I'm a software developer for many, many years. I started programming when I was 12 years old, fell in love with it, and never stopped doing it. And of course, being a tech guy, I got really interested in cryptocurrencies. And in 2017, I bought my first Bitcoin. And I was just holding it, not doing much with it. And then I saw the fluctuation. I was like, you know what? If I buy and sell at the right times, I could make a little bit of money. I could make a little bit of extra Bitcoin. So when I doubled my money, that's what I tried to do. So I put half of it on the exchange and I started trading and quickly realized that I didn't have a clue what I was doing. So I lost pretty much half of my trading portfolio in a matter of weeks, actually. Um, I was like, no, this needs to be better. So I went away on holiday, and on my sunbed, I was looking through YouTube and finding strategies and finding more about trading. And then I found a strategy that I really, really liked. And it was from a YouTuber called Quick Fingers Luke, a Canadian trader, was trading cryptocurrencies and making a killing with very, very large percentages. I was like, okay, I can do that. So when I got back home, I tried to do that, and I was spending like 6, 7 hours a day looking at the chart, following the prices, and finding the trade opportunities, but still not being very successful. So being a software developer, I was like, okay, this needs to be done better. So I created a scanner that will automatically scan markets for me using that strategy. Um, and basically, I went from 6 hours of charting to half an hour trading um, based on those signals. So I was actually able to go back to my day job and do programming. And at the time, I was working for a security company building secure systems for the UK government and for the Dutch government. Um, and I got so much free time again that I was actually able to expand my platform and my scanner into the Altrady trading platform, where we did so much more than just scanning. So basically, anything that you wanted to do with trade management, keeping track of your trades, placing trades properly, while still having a day job, that was the goal for Altrady. So I could actually do my day job, but still make profits in the markets.
Yeah, great. I think that's a goal for a lot of traders is to be able to retain their careers, but also to be able to trade and use their systems to trade through a platform just like this. It's very reminiscent of I used to be a big three commas user, and the platform has some similarities and also some improvements and big improvements over three commas. Um, and yeah, so people who have used three commas may be also familiar with your platform, but also I think you guys how many years have you been around for around now? I think it's been quite a few.
Yeah, basically, we've been live with our app since 2017, so the end of 2017. So we're closing in on 6 years now, and we've seen the big
So
bull run of 18 and 21, and we've also seen the very lows of the bear runs after that. So yeah, we're excited for the times that are coming now.
2017, you guys are reaching OG status there. To be honest, that's a long time to be in crypto.
Yeah,
I also started in crypto in 2017, so right there with you. Uh,
yeah,
so as Ben takes us through this, feel free to sort of follow along. You could head over to the Altrady website. I'm actually going to post our affiliate link here. You guys are, oh, it's not letting me post the link. But in either case, feel free to head over to altrady.com and follow along as Ben sort of takes us through demonstration of the different features and settings and different ways you can set this thing up.
yeah. So let me start by sharing the screen. Right, you can all see the screen.
Yeah, I can see that.
Okay, great. So yeah, so this is the main terminal and the information overload when you first see it. This is what the biggest feedback that we always get when users just sign up with Altrady and they create their account and then they look at this and it's like, whoa, there's so much on here. I don't even know where to start. But I'm gonna break it down for you guys so that you can all follow along. And yeah, this is just my demo account that I use for these videos, and I haven't touched it in a while because of the bear market and lack of time of managing this. But this is just a demo account with some funds in there that allows me to show you exactly what it would look over time. So this has been running for over a year now, and yeah. So let me take you through the main struggles that I had when I first started trading. So when I first started trading, I would place a few trades, and first of all, you could see the closed trades like you would on the exchange. You can see them right here. But the thing that I really struggled with was to know exactly where I bought. You know, I'm a visual guy. I like visual feedback, visual confirmation, um, and this is very difficult for me to read. So exactly like the the biggest problem that I had was that I was selling at the wrong places and I was actually making a loss selling or yeah, buying at the wrong times when I was actually already in profit. Why would I buy more when I'm in profit? I should sell and things like that. So the main thing that we're about here in Altrady is the visual things. So let me show you what these trades look like on the chart when I enable that. So actually the first thing that you can see right now is that if I enable the trades on the chart, I can see exactly where I entered this trade and what has happened over time. Now, obviously, if we if we go here to the place where I entered, and mind you, this is a very bad trade that I took, but it's just for demo purposes. Um, but the thing was that I bought a few times and then I sold a little bit. And you can see that I've kept doing that. But over time, it becomes very, very difficult to understand exactly where you need to be in order to turn a profit. So the first thing that we did when we created this trading platform was to aggregate all your trades and show them in the chart and then hook them up to what we call a break-even calculation or position info. So right here on this side, if you have all the trades in this period of time, then we will show you exactly the P&L breakdown. So normally people would do this in Excel, but they would make copy paste mistakes or it's very tedious to do. And especially if you're like a day trader and you want to do a lot of trades during a day, then you don't have time to manage all that. So having it done automatically based on the trades that we already have in our database makes much more sense, and it gives you a lot quicker workflow, which is what we like, because as traders, if you can trade more, you can make more profits. And also, if you don't have a lot of time, allowing you to just manage your positions for a few minutes a day is also a big bonus, because then you can just go back to your day job while still being in the market and still making those profits. So yeah, this is the first big feature of Altrady that is very unique to our platform in the way that we manage it. Because on different platforms like 3Commerce, as you said, um, these things are not so much visible, but they do keep your positions from smart trades or bot trades in the application as well. And they do show you some visualization of where you are in the trade, but especially for these long periods of time, and especially if you place trades outside of Altrady or on the exchange, then you don't have any way of checking your profits for a specific market. But with Altrady, once we have your trades, we can visualize your profit and loss in that specific market. So that's one key thing for trade management. But the other thing is like, okay, but placing trades through Altrady, why is that better? Like, why can I not just use Excel? Why can I not just use the exchange to place my orders? Well, that's because we think that placing trades on the exchange is very limited into what you can actually do. So we have the option to just place your normal limit orders, right? So there's no difference. If you place your order, this is what a lot of exchanges now offer. Still, there are quite a few exchanges that don't even give you that visual feedback, and you'd have to manually type in the price, manually select an amount. But as you could see, I casually just placed the trade in a few button clicks. So especially the fastest way to do it is to say, I want to enter with 5%. You drag the order down to the price where you want it, and you can confirm it. So this is nothing different from what you could do on the exchange. But of course, when we're trading, we want to make profits, and we want to come up with a plan, because trade management is all about making a plan and sticking to the plan, so that you can remove or reduce the emotion that you might have in your trade setup. Because we see that a lot of people lose money because they get emotional, or they sit behind the PC and watch the charts play out. And then they get nervous for the price moving in a different direction. So making sure that you can actually set up your trade in advance is very, very important. So how do we do that? What is different from Altrady? So for example, if you're wanting to place a trade, let's say we've got this nice trend line. If it breaks this trend line, then I'm expecting it to go back to the trend line. So maybe I want to set up a few buy orders. So I select this, and let me actually zoom in a bit so we have a little bit more space to go around. So let's say I want to buy on this support resistance line, and then maybe if it drops even further, I want to do an extra safety buy right there to lower my break even and actually be able to go out quicker. Now we can do this with 2 orders, or we can do it up to 10 orders. Basically, whatever is your preference on how you want to enter the market with the amount of orders, you can easily do that. So this is for the scaled targets, but you can also do specific targets where you can place them exactly where you want. And this is a very quick way of setting up your trades. Like if you would do this on the exchange, you would have to place each order one by one, confirming them, logging them in Excel, making sure that everything is tracked properly. But here in Altrady, it just takes a few button clicks. So this is already a way faster way to set up your entry orders, and get ready to go into the market.
That's
But
an
of
awesome
course,
feature. So from what I can tell, basically, like say I want to buy $1,000 of Bitcoin, and I have a range to buy it in. I just tell the smart trade here to what I want to do, and it basically just divides up my capital into say 3 or 5 different orders, and there you go. I don't have to enter each individual amount and trade on the exchange, which is so time consuming.
yeah, exactly, and also error prone. Like you might just miss a zero, and then you go into like a 10 times larger amount than you actually wanted to, which is the, good for those nice big fat finger spikes on the chart that we see. But if it's your trade, you're not going to be happy. So we want to avoid that, of course. Um, but yeah, as you say, you can easily adjust the size of the orders, and you say I want to layer in a little bit quicker, or I want to go start small and go in bigger as it drops further. Um, so some exchanges do offer you to do these types of multiple orders, but not in the visual way that we provide them. And the visual aspect of this is very important. So having the trade form and the chart visible at once is very important. So with the 3 commas one, you can also set these up, but the visual feedback is, yeah, it's a little bit lacking in my opinion. And also the editability of everything is very important to us, so that you can really easily drag these and put them in the places where you want. But of course, as traders, we also want to make the profits. So we can enable the take profit. And the big difference with this from the take profits that are on the exchanges is that the take profit is actually using your total position. So if the two orders are bought, then the take profit will automatically be adjusted to both of these orders. So whereas on the exchange it's one buy order, one sell order, here in Altrady it's actually two buy orders and still one sell order, and it will sell the complete amount and update the take profit order when more buys fill. So that's a great way to just really leave them there and let the position play out as you please. But if you want to make really good use of the price action and the price movement, then you can add multiple targets. So as we go down with, or as we layer in, as we call that, with multiple entries, you can also layer out with multiple take profits. And as you can see, the amount sold is divided up between all these orders. And again, you can select how quickly you want to get out. And if you want to sell a large chunk at the bottom, and then you can sell a little bit extra at the top. So again, this is different from what they have on the exchanges. This really allows you to do one order and multiple exit targets, and the system will automatically manage your sell orders. So you really can set up your trade in the morning and watch it play out during the day, because we have a mobile app as well where you can see all this. You can see all these positions, and you can see exactly how far your price is away from your take profits while you're on the go. Or you could just log in on the web version and check it behind your desk, of course.
Ben, that is
Now,
a
another
question
nice,
I get a lot. Is people say, "How can I enter multiple take profit targets?" And a lot of exchanges seem to be limited in that way still. But this just saves so much time. And also, am I able to do like a trailing take profit as well?
yes, of course, yeah, like especially for the last target, you're already well in profit. You've made your profit, like you've sold at the correct levels, and now you just want to squeeze that extra little bit of profit. So what you can do is you can tick the trailing for the last target. Now, people that aren't familiar with trailing, what that will do is it will actually move the last take profit up, and it would only sell on a downward movement. So if the price is really taken off and it's really skyrocketing, then this could really extend your profit level to something that you would never have done or never have been able to do with the take profit on the exchange. So this is a great way to maximize your profits. But again, it comes down to the proper management. How much profit am I going to make? Like, is this a good trade to take? Is this worth my time? Well, again, if you enter everything in Excel, you can have your calculations run. But why not just display it in Altrady? So we have your expected minimum profit, which in this case would be 8.9%. And with this trade amount would be roughly $37. So I know beforehand if this trade is going to be worth it. So with $1,000 position size and 9% profit, that's pretty good. But with every trader, that is serious about their strategy, having a stop loss is usually a good way to go.
Mhm.
So we need to add that, because the stop loss is basically our risk management. If we want to make sure that we don't risk our full portfolio or full position, in this case, everything goes down to minus 30 or whatever, we don't want that. We want to have a nice risk reward ratio. So what is the risk reward ratio for a trade like this? Well, we show you that. So we can, if you look here, you can see the risk reward ratio. I know TradingView has the position function that allows you to calculate the risk reward ratio as well. However, that's only for one buy order and one sell order. You won't know it for the complete position. So in this case, that possible loss is based on these two orders hit and then your stop loss. So if I move it further away, you can see that the risk reward ratio becomes bad. So in this case, if we have a nice ratio above 1, but actually we should have it much higher, of course. 4 is definitely good. Then we can see exactly, okay, we're losing 3%, and that's $31, and we're making 32%. That's pretty good. But I only want to risk like 1% of my portfolio. So what is the size of the position? So that's basically, now I've set 1,000, but maybe I can risk a little bit more in this case, because I want to make sure that I have an even risk spread out over different positions. So even though in this case I would be making 32%, which is $135, on the next trade, I want to make sure that I make the same amount of profit, so that if I have a successful strategy that is successful 60% of the time, I still need to do a proper sizing, because I don't want to be successful on a small win and then be unsuccessful on a big loss. No, I want to make sure that the losses are the same and the profits are the same. So I can just enter 1% of my account equity. And in this case, you can see that it's still 3% loss, but now the actual loss amount is a little bit higher, because I could risk more than one, or I could risk more, and my position size is actually adjusted. So in this case, I'm risking 1% of my account size. So I'm still only losing this amount, and on the next trade, I would still only be losing this amount, but I'm winning 1,000. So for each 4 trades that I take, if I win once, out of those 4, I'm making a lot of profit. And this is exactly where trade management is so important, so that if you have a successful strategy, that you know exactly what your risk reward ratio is, and that you can just rinse and repeat your strategy and really churn out those profits based on the positions that you're taking.
Yeah, I really
So
think
this is
the trade management is, even if you have a profitable strategy, but you lack this clarity on where your stop is, how much you're losing per trade or gaining per trade, what your risk to reward is. That this is the missing piece, I think, for a lot of traders, and having it visually on the screen like that is extremely powerful.
Yeah, exactly. And this is, I look back at a few trades that I did in the beginning in 2017, and some of those trades, if I look back at them now, I would have made a profit if I had this tool. It took me a few years to get out of one position. I'm making a killing on it now because it was so low, and I held on to the position, and I kept trading and trading and trading until I was out, and now I'm making a nice bit of profit on that one. But if I could have made that profit already years ago, if I had known where to exit, if I had known all these levels, and of course I could have done it in Excel, and of course I should have done that, but I was new to trading. So why not use a tool that can help you as a new trader and give you all the tools ready without having to think about what Excel sheet should I use? So this is really great. If you already have a successful strategy, this will improve your strategy. This will make sure that you get more trades, that you will become more profitable in those trades, and that you manage them properly. And also giving you a lot of free time, because this position is automatically managed. So when I place it, I get a nice confirmation, and I can place it, and then you can see all the orders that are pending on the chart. So you can see that these orders are placed. These dark ones are not yet placed because I don't have any funds yet. But yeah, as soon as these are hit, then these take profit orders will be set, and the stop loss will be activated as well. Now, if I want to edit something like this, so if I made a mistake, I don't have to cancel everything. I can just drag it again, and I can just make my adjustments quickly. And I could do this on the mobile phone as well. So I make my adjustments and I confirm it again, and now my orders are adjusted. So it's a really, really easy way to make small adjustments to a running trade. And you can also do this after a few trades have been hit. So if you want to make small adjustments to the take profit prices after the price is not moving in the direction that you think it is, so you maybe want to lower them, or you think actually, oh, it's going to go really high, so I'm going to adjust them a little bit higher. Of course, you can do that. Now, the thing that I've missed for the stop losses is also the protection function. So if we have multiple take profit orders, then after the first one is hit, we don't want to turn it into a loss trade again. So what we can do is we can set the protection to break even. Now what that would do is that if the first take profit is reached, then the stop loss is automatically moved to the break even price. This ensures that the trade will never go into a loss again. So once a trade is a winning trade, it will stay a winning trade. And we have several functions for this, so it can follow the take profit. So if you have more than 2 take profits, then what this will do is first move to average entry, then move to the first take profit, and then basically the third one will be alive. So then it would be like here, and this one will be trailing with you. And we also have the last one, which is the follow take profit. And what this would do is that it is similar to the trailing take profit. This is the trailing stop loss. So if the price goes up, goes up, goes up, even if your first take profit is not reached, once it's in profit or halfway in profit, you can already make sure that the trade is not losing again. So even though your take profit level is not reached, we would be in profit right now. So this is a great way to protect your positions from unnecessary losses. So again, you can expand your trading strategy and make them more profitable by using these tools with trade automation.
Yeah, that's excellent. So like say I entered Bitcoin there and I had my targets up there in the 40Ks, but I don't want to take that much risk on the trade. So maybe I go with like a 3% trailing stop, so that if the trade, once the trade gets into profit, if it then comes back down, then I'm actually going to stay profitable in the trade, and I can always re-enter later. It's just that when the market is very volatile, like especially during times like this, where you have these great moves, especially in altcoins, but they're coming down almost as fast as they go up. This can really limit that risk of turning a good trade idea into a bad one in a hurry.
Yeah, exactly. And also, a lot of the things that we hear from communities is like, oh yeah, all the good trades happen when I'm sleeping, right? Who ever thought like, okay, it's always like, oh yeah, it's when there's trading in Europe, or when the market opens in China, or when the US is opening. The best trades always happen when I'm asleep. That's one thing that we've heard so often. But this allows you to set it up in advance. There's no way, there's no reason why you can't profit on those movements during a specific time. And if you really want to make sure that you only enter the market at a specific time, then in the new version that is coming, we actually added a new feature, which is for the expirations, and we can do start position. So first off, this is already working, by the way. We can do a start trigger for price. So that means that I would only enter the market if the price moves to my trigger first. So the orders will not be pending or will not be sent to the exchange until this price is reached. What this allows me to do is to set up multiple positions, more than what I would have in funds available. And then the first position that is reached, or first position that is reached the trigger, that will actually reserve the funds. So you can set up way more positions and only enter the ones that make the move that you expect it to move. And then, as I said, with the trading time, you can also use the time-based start trigger. So this means that, okay, the order will only be placed at 1 o'clock on the 22nd of November. Now, this is a little bit far advanced, but this could also be done like in the middle of the night. So if you want to set it up in the middle of the night, or you want to say, I want to enter when the market opens in the US, then you can set those times right here, and the position would only start to execute after this time. And the same you can do for stopping the position. So if the position moves up and it doesn't reach my entry orders, so the price is already moving in the direction of my profits, then I don't want to enter this anymore. So using this trigger will then actually stop the trade and remove everything and clean up this position. I don't want to take it. And the same goes for the time. So if the position is taking too long to actually enter, I'm not interested anymore. So using these start conditions and expiration conditions are a great way to manage those trades while you're not actively trading, when you don't actually have the time to sit behind your computer and watch everything play out. This is a great way to actually set up your trade periods for the times when you're sleeping or when you're at work or wherever you are. This will allow you to do that. And then, of course, we also have the auto close, which means that after 5 days, for example, I just want to exit the trade. Or if you're a day trader, after 6 hours or 5 hours, I just want to exit the trade and just close it at market value. Then you can use the time-based auto close. So really, it's a lot of information on the chart, but that makes it one of the most powerful ways to set up your positions, more powerful than the DCA bots in 3 commas. And if you really don't have a lot of time and you have a really well-working strategy on TradingView, we're not going to leave you hanging, because as much as you can do this with 5 to 10 minutes a day, we also recognize that people really don't want to do that. And they have their strategy on TradingView and they want to use that. So we also have bots. And for example, you can create your signal bot using the webhook. You can set up the bot to accept signals from your TradingView script. And what it will do is it will actually open up positions like I just created manually. And the beauty of this is that once a position has been opened like the ones we created manually, you can also change them in the way that I just showed you. So this is really, really powerful and really different from the other bot platforms, because they don't have a manual trading background. They're just automation. It's very difficult to manage your trades once they've been taken. And with Altrady, it's super simple. A running trade can easily be adjusted and slightly tweaked to make sure that you squeeze every little bit of profit out of it, or that you don't run an unnecessary risk and you can just close it a little bit earlier, or move your stop loss a little bit higher, things like that. And of course, we also have the grid bots that most people are familiar with. Basically, using grid bots, if you have like $500 in a grid bot, that should be well enough over a year time to accumulate enough profits to pay for Altrady, and then everything else that you do with your profits are just for you. So yeah, the bots really make it easy for you to use Altrady and become more profitable. And then we have a ton of other functionality like the Market Explorer, which tells you a little bit about all the coins that are currently high in the coin market cap ranking. We show the Bitcoin dominance, the fear and greed. I know all this information is available to you elsewhere, but why not everything included into one tool, so that you don't have to use all these different tools? You don't have to check everything log into all the websites, log into all your scanners and things like that. Everything is just right here. Same as the portfolio management. So being able to have one portfolio view of all your assets across all the exchanges is super, super important. Exchanges usually only give you the value of today and yesterday, but we keep track of your portfolio for as long as you're using Altrady. And we also have the ability for you to add your wallets. So don't worry, we only take the public key. So this allows you to actually have one overview of your portfolio, including the coins that you have in your cold wallet. And yeah, you can see the list and you can see what the coins are doing over time, and if it's the right time to start moving funds from your cold wallet back into the exchange and sell them for a little bit of profit. And then all of that is displayed on the dashboard. So if you want to just have a quick overview of what's happening, all you can see all your open positions, you can see the recently closed ones, and you can see how your bots are performing.
It's an awesome layout. Do you also have like bot presets as well?
We currently don't have the bot presets. We're working. So the next big thing that we're adding to Altrady in the 2024 is a marketplace with a lot more signal providers that are curated by us, because we believe that signal providers should be decent, should be good, should be tested, and not just some random person running a grid bot selling it as signals. Yeah, that's not a good signal provider. So we're looking for really good signal providers. We've already found some. We're working with them. They're showing us their results, and yeah, we're turning that into a marketplace with a select offering to make it easier for you to choose. And then of course the signal providers will provide their presets and tell you what the best way is to use their signals.
Yeah, that's awesome. So for anyone listening, if you're a signal provider, or if you know anyone that is or would be interested, definitely send them over to Altrady and introduce them to the platform, because I think this is a great place to do it.
Yeah, for sure. Are there any questions from the audience, maybe?
Someone had mentioned about if it's available on iOS and Android, and
Yeah.
I believe it is accessible from your phone.
Yeah. So basically, Altrady is just a platform that is available to all your devices. So even if you have a tablet, an iPad, or an Android tablet, or you have a small laptop, if you have your phones, you could use Altrady, and you pretty much have a similar look and feel to the big trading terminal that you have here. So you have the chart, you have the full capability of editing your trades, and all that stuff. So that's that's available and very much encouraged, especially for those people that are working. You want to make sure that you keep track of your positions, and that's another big thing as well. What exchanges don't give you a lot is notifications. So it's very important if a trade is executed that you have a look. What's happening. Is it still good? Do I need to do anything? And with the exchanges, they don't give you the notification. Yeah, they give you the notification when you're behind your computer and you're watching their charts. Then you get a nice little pop up in the corner. But I just want to sit on the sofa and watch Netflix. I don't want to be sitting behind my PC and wait for that to happen. So yeah, with our platform, you just receive the notification on your phone, and you can check to see if you actually need to go to your laptop, or if you can just stay on your phone and manage a trade like that, or just enjoy the profit that you made. It's the platform is really designed to either save you a ton of time or make you more profitable by trading more. Because having the ability to set up these positions quickly allows you to trade in multiple markets, of course, and especially if you're a scalp trader or trading on the low time frames. being able to do that across exchanges, because that's also an important thing, right? So this is across 17 exchanges. If you have multiple exchange accounts, you don't need to switch tabs and select the exchange that you want, and then also having to learn the platform from that exchange. No, this is one platform that you need to learn. This is one platform that you need to be comfortable in, and you won't need to use another platform. Now, a lot of people out there, they use TradingView because they like the charting and they like the ability of being able to draw on the chart and have watch lists. Well, of course, we have watch lists. You can make your watch list right here, and um, it's very easy to do. You can, if I just look at the markets, and I can just right click on them and just add a few markets to my watch list. And then when I go down and I select the watch list, then they're right here. And these little indications, they propagate to all the places where that market is mentioned. So you can see it right here. You would see it on your position. So you know exactly what type of trade you're in if you have a watch list for long trades or short trades, or you have specific coins that you want to do, like you have an investment watch list, things like that. You could organize it the way that you want.
That makes it so easy to
Um,
go through and see if you're managing multiple trades, which can be a big problem in the bull market, or when we get these runs. If you're in like 20 different trades at the same time, which I don't recommend, by the way, but it happens, like because if you take a trade and then you de-risk it and put your stop to entry, then you take another trade, move your stop to entry, and you do that over and over again, but before you know it, your positions are adding up. Well, you can just bring over your watch list and to check on your positions really easily and quickly, to see where you're standing, if your targets are being hit, if you should close the position, or
yeah.
etc. Right? and
Well,
and
of
that
course, of
that's
course,
phenomenal.
you would have your position list right here. So that actually gives you all the information of the running positions that you have. And if you look at the closed positions, you can see exactly what profits you've made and what loss you've made. Now, this one made a lot of profits, and yeah, you can see that on your position list. But if you want to see the markets itself, like the ones that you haven't entered yet, then yeah, for example, right now you have the two watch lists selected, and I can uh, just use my keyboard to quickly go down through the list, and the charts load really fast, as you can see. Um, yeah, super quick way to test or to see if the market is ready. And another big thing that we're adding in this version, because this is the next release that's coming in December. Um, People use TradingView for the trend line alerts, but of course, why would you need TradingView if you could do trend line alerts from Altrady? So I can just draw this line and then save it. And now, as you can see, this will be a trend line alert. I can also just draw it from here and then click on the alert,
Very nice.
save it. And now I have two trend line alerts. So if there's a breakout trader here, yeah, this is going to be changing your trading style. Um,
That's beautiful, man. That is a game changer. As a person who likes patterns and likes to look for those breakouts, this could be huge.
Yeah, exactly. I see a question about the crypto base scanner. Is it artificial intelligence or based on traditional programming algorithms? Um, it is a self-learning algorithm. Um, it's not using machine learning because there are different types of artificial intelligence, but it is an automatically adjusting algorithm that I created. Um, so it's not based on traditional indicators or anything like that. This is a really homegrown, um, yeah, created algorithm using self-learning techniques to adjust it to the current market sentiment.
I have a question in terms of exchange connectivity. Could you go through the list of available platforms that you currently support, and also talk about if there's plans to expand that selection in the future?
Yes, of course. So let's go to the market list, and then we see all these exchanges that we have connected. So we have Binance, Binance Futures, Binance US. For BitMEX, we only have charting. The trading capabilities of BitMEX are not very suitable compared to the other exchanges, so that's why we haven't offered it yet. Then we have Bittrex, Bitvavo, the biggest exchange in the Netherlands, Bybit, Bybit Futures, Coinbase, Gate, HitBTC, Huobi, Kraken, Qcoin Futures, OKX, Poloniex, Maxi, and Crypto.com. And the next exchange that we're adding is the Woo exchange. That is coming. It's finished. We're testing it, and but yeah, that's the next exchange. And then we're also talking to other exchanges, like we're talking with Gemini, with BitGet, but we have to make sure that the exchanges are ready for us to connect, and not all of them are technically viable. We require a certain amount of APIs that we need to implement. They're not that many, and you should think that they're very basic, but some exchanges really do make a mess of their technical platform. So once they are supported, then of course we can connect more and more. And yeah, we do it based on the community. So if a lot of our users ask for a specific type of exchange, and if there are plenty of people that do that, then we can add the exchange to our platform, and then you can use it and track your portfolio from within Altrady.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, guys, go ahead and post your questions in the chat as well. Let's see, there's a lot of interest and lots of questions already. And that's great news about Woo. I know the guys from that exchange actually, so big news there. Exciting. And yeah, this looks very in terms of risk management on your trades, and trade management, like we said in the beginning, it can really actually, this is so important in my view, that it can turn like unprofitable trading into profitable trading, especially when we get these big runs in the market. If you have because what it does is it takes also some of the emotion out of your trading, to be honest, because if I have a trade that's running in profit or otherwise is very close to getting stopped, well, if I'm using and relying on my system to get me in and out, and I have it all programmed, then I'm going to be less likely. I'm just speaking from a personal standpoint here, to go ahead and log into my exchange and manipulate that trade. And having the APIs connected into Altrady, it actually removes a lot of work on your behalf. If you're on, like, say, 5 or 6 or 7 different exchanges, and you have to log in, put your 2FA and all that stuff into your account to log in all the time. Well, this saves you all that effort, because you can just have it all in one central place, and you don't have to worry about all those extra steps.
Yeah, and a lot of people might be worried about adding API keys to a platform like Altrady, especially due to the hacks from last year with 3 commas. Um, well, as I mentioned in the beginning of the video, or of this interview, um, I am a security developer. I was developing security systems for the Dutch government and the UK government, and of course, I make sure that the security modules that I used are actually implemented in Altrady. Like I had 12 years of experience of creating security systems. So the first thing that I did when we added trading to Altrady was make sure that it's very secure, and we're actually the only ones that encrypt your API keys using a 5-word password that we give to you. and we can only trade on devices that you've authorized. So you can only place trades, you can only place these smart positions on devices that you have authorized. So even if our database was hacked, without that 5-word password, the API keys can't be decrypted. And obviously, other platforms also use encrypted storage for their API keys, but they use the same key. So once you have one key, you have all of them. And that's different from our platform. We don't do that. So that makes it a very unique system in terms of security as well. So yeah, I'm confident. I've put my own money in this, and yeah, I'm very satisfied with the level of security that we offer for our customers as well.
Yeah, very, very good point. Thanks for sharing that, Ben. We have another question. Does every bot have to be run over webhooks, or do you have any integrated strategies that can be run?
So currently we have two signal providers. That's the crypto base scanner. That's our algorithm, and the beta traders. So these signals are included with the Altrady subscription, and you can pick either one of those to start your trades. So you don't need to use the webhooks. And we're like I said, we're looking for more signal providers. We've already got two lined up that are very excited to join our platform, and we're working closely with them to also provide you those signals in the next 3 to 4 months, something like that will probably be the timeline.
Very good, very exciting. And is that a question? I hope this password strategy will be adopted by other platforms as well. It's crucial, says Erica. Yeah, very good.
Yeah. I mean, I've actually helped out other platforms come up with improving their encryption model for the API keys, because I'm really, you know, I wasn't happy with the hack at 3 commas, even though a lot of customers from them switched to ours. I'm still not happy with anything going on with hacking in the crypto platform places, because it just gives us a bad reputation. So yeah, we work closely with our competitors as well to make sure that things stay secure. But obviously, with my 12 years of experience in designing these platforms, we are always a little bit ahead of the game in that sense.
Yeah, and I don't think you guys have run into any issues with the APIs like 3 commas has, right?
No, no.
That's great news. Yeah, we have a few minutes left, but if you guys have really enjoyed what Ben has shown us today, which I have, head over to and we've posted the link in the chat. But head over to the website, and I think you guys are offering a 14-day free trial, which is awesome. So you can go ahead and try out all these features for yourself and see if it's something useful for you. And I think you also will have a Black Friday promo running as well.
That's correct. Yes. We currently have a Black Friday sale running that will run till the end of the month. And of course, we have our 14-day free trial. And if after 14 days you're not convinced yet, you're not sure if you can make enough profits using Altrady, then paper trading is completely free to use. So you can really get comfortable with the platform, not risking any of your own funds. And then once you're comfortable and you think you can apply all the techniques and all the features that we offer, then you can get the subscription and hook up your real API keys and start trading for real. So we believe in our platform, so we allow you to get the time to get comfortable for free, basically.
Fantastic. Yeah. Also, we will be doing an AMA. Also, I believe sometime later this month. So if you guys want more information about the platform, or if you want to come back and bring your new questions after having tested it, you'll have another chance to do so. I just don't have a date set yet for that, but it will be coming up in the near future.
Yeah, I'm very looking forward to that.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Ben, for your time today. It's been excellent and educational. And we still have one more event coming up in the Free Traders Congress today with Castillo Trading directly following this. It's going to be an absolute banger. So you guys make sure you stick around for that and learn the alpha that he will definitely be bringing. So it's been a pleasure once again, and I will talk to you again soon, Ben. Let's do this again.
Yes, let's do this again. Thank you for having us. And yeah, I hope everyone has been curious enough. I know there's a lot of information, a lot of things. We do have a ton of videos that you could watch as well to look back at these things and look back at what I've just showed you in your own time. And then once you're comfortable with Altrady, it'll be the one platform that you'll use for sure.
Yeah, actually, great question here. Where do we follow Ben?
Right. So we have the Altrady app YouTube channel. We have a Discord, which is on the Altrady website as well. I'm on Twitter. You can follow me on Crypto Trading Dev. Yeah, basically, we're very open. I'm very conversational, so I'm always in the Discords. I'm always on Telegram. I'm always on the support chat as well. So even if you are talking to the official support channels, my colleagues are there to help you. But if you have a question that they can't answer you quickly, then I'll be there to answer your questions as well, which is also very unique. Not many CEOs enter their own customer support channel.
Yeah, that's so cool and much appreciated. Thank you for your availability there. It's very much needed and appreciated by all. So thanks again, Ben. And yeah, we'll look forward to doing this again soon, my friend.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Take care.
Trade limitless on HMX, the next-gen decentralized perpetual exchange. Trade crypto, FX, commodities with up to 1000x leverage on the Arbitrum network. Benefit from low fees, multi-asset collateral support, and cross-margin flexibility. Check them out.
From meme to utility, Floki has it all. NFT metaverse game called Valhalla. Floki University, DeFi, charity, and shopping. Floki is governed by the people, for the people. Floki, together there is no stopping us.